In the small town of Maple Hollow, Oregon, everyone knew David Collins, the man with the warm smile and sawdust on his jeans. A widowed father of one, David owned Collins Custom Woodworks, a modest carpentry shop he ran out of his garage. He wasn't rich, but he was respected. A man whose word meant something, whose coffee pot was always full for anyone who stopped by. His daughter, Lily, a freshman at Oregon State University, called him every night. Their conversations were short, usually ending with his cheerful reminder, "Don't forget to eat something green, sweetheart." On the morning of February 12th, Maple Hollow woke to freezing rain. David's neighbor, Tom Granger, noticed the shop light still off at 8 a.m., unusual since David was always up before dawn, whistling as he worked. By noon, Tom walked over, knocked, and called out. No answer. The back door was unlocked. Inside, the smell of fresh coffee mingled with something metallic. David lay on the kitchen floor, a spreading pool of blood beneath him. His favorite blue mug had shattered nearby, and beside it sat another mug, untouched, still half full. Sheriff Megan Ruiz arrived within the hour. Nothing was stolen. His wallet, tools, and even a small box of cash from the counter were still there. No signs of a struggle, except for the broken mug and a faint scuff mark near the back door. "It's personal," Ruiz muttered, staring at the two mugs. Whoever did this sat down with him first. Lily drove home that night, her hands trembling on the wheel. "My dad didn't have enemies," she said through tears. "He helped everyone, even people who didn't deserve it." 2 days later, the county lab found traces of ethylene glycol, antifreeze, in the coffee. Whoever poisoned him hadn't bothered to disguise the taste well. David must have taken only a few sips before realizing something was wrong. Neighbors mentioned a new face around the shop, Jake Mercer, a drifter in his 20s whom David had recently taken in. David had given him odd jobs and a place to sleep in the shed behind the garage, saying everyone deserved a second chance. Jake was found 3 towns over, hiding in a rundown motel. When deputies brought him in, he broke down almost immediately. "I didn't mean to kill him," he said, his voice cracking. "He caught me taking money from the register. Said he'd give me another chance, said we could talk about it over coffee. I thought he was bluffing. I poured a little antifreeze in the pot before he came back in. I didn't think he'd drink it first." David had brewed the coffee himself, pouring 2 mugs, one for Jake, one for him. His last act had been one of kindness. When the trial ended months later, the town gathered for a small memorial outside the workshop. Sheriff Ruiz spoke softly, her voice carrying through the mist. "David Collins believed in people," she said, "even when they gave him every reason not to. He taught us that kindness isn't weakness, but it can be fatal when offered to the wrong heart." Lily placed a fresh mug of black coffee on her father's workbench, just the way he liked it. 2 sugars, no cream. The smell lingered long after everyone had gone, like a memory refusing to fade.